Hi, I'm Ted from Everything Attachments, and we're today with the Everything Attachments tiller. This tiller is 48 inches. Most of our tillers have 6 blades per rotor. This has 4 blades per rotor. And the reason why this is a 48-inch tiller, it's going to be on a low horsepower tractor, so you're going to be going fairly slow compared to a bigger horsepower tractor. So when you're going really slow, instead of just pulverizing your soil, which is going to make it get harder later, then the 4 blades will leave it a little bit coarser. You can still control your consistency with the tailgate on the back, and I'll show you that. The holes are in here if you wanted to put 6 blades on it. But with a smaller tiller, you do better with 4 blades because it lets you pull it at a faster rate and not just sit there and pulverize it so much, so when it rains then it turns more like concrete. Now this tiller can be offset. Right now for the subcompact tractors, 48 inches will probably cover your tracks. And in that case, the pins both to the inside would be the easiest to hook up, because on most subcompact tractors your stabilizers are coming to the inside instead of the outside of the axle. So it's easier to hook up on the inside. If you've got a little bit larger tractor and you want to offset it, you can move your pins that way, offset it to one side. You can offset it to either side, or you can set it in the middle, especially if you're using a quick hitch. This would work on a quick hitch in the middle setting. Your drive shaft, I've got it on the back side just so you can see into the rotor better, and we'll go over that. Your top link here is full free underneath, so you can get to it with a standard quick attach. You've got a 540 RPM standard shaft on the front. Come over here to the side. So it's a powder coated finish, good heavy duty tiller, good enough that we'll put our name on it and stand behind it. This has a greasable side on it. This is your non-drive side, but it is greasable here. You have 4 holes in your skid shoes here to adjust your height of how much you're tilling. Come on around to the back. This gearbox has a spherical gear in it, same as the rear end in a car. Instead of straight cut gears, they're meant to run just constantly and to be a lot quieter. So this gearbox has a 5-year warranty on it. The rest of the tiller has 1 year except for the blades and the clutch disc and the slip clutch. You have a chain here where you can adjust the rear tailgate, and so the further down you leave it, the more it's going to chop it. The more you leave it open, the coarser it is. You don't always want it just as fine as you can get it, just due to the fact that when it rains it's going to get harder, especially if you have our red clay. If you're in sandy ground, good loam ground, it may not matter as much. On the drive shaft, because the tiller uses a gearbox that's really close to the tractor, cutting your shaft is really critical not to get it too short. So what I recommend doing is putting the tiller on your tractor, getting it exactly like you wanted, adjust your top link properly so it isn't leaning real far back or real far forward, and then putting the shaft on your tiller. And just for instance, if this was your PTO shaft and it was here, you would need to cut approximately 4 inches off the shaft. And you would have to do that from both sides. Now we have a video on our main website on the how-to videos on how to cut your shaft. There's one problem. This shaft is super heavy duty. So where I did it with a hand hacksaw, you could do it, but it's going to be pretty tough. This is a 6-sided shaft, it's really thick, and so a power saw would be your friend instead of a hacksaw, but I could do it with a hacksaw if I had to. Okay, come on around here to this side. That is the heaviest drive shaft I've seen in a long time. This is a chain drive model. Out of all the tillers I've sold in many years, I've never had a failure due to a chain drive. The truth is, chains are good, gears are good. What gears don't like are chatter. And a tiller, a lot of times with changing conditions, you do get chattering. So on these smaller tillers, where the gears would be small, I really prefer a chain drive. So this is a chain drive. It feels right here. That's your check level. You fill this up till it runs out that plug, and that is your drain. This has a really nice kickstand, one pin, flip it up, and you're going to need that because that's basically a wheel, and this is going to be hard to hook up without some type of kickstand. Going back around to the front. So with the different combinations of being able to offset it easily without even needing any wrenches, good heavy duty top link here, a 5-year warranty on the gearbox, and this being an everything attachments tiller, we're willing to give you all the service and help you need, making sure you make the right choice for your tractor. Just give us a call or an email. We'll be happy to help you.